In this season/film, we are shown the year 2100. Humans have devised 3 methods to achieve immortality, meaning they can live forever. The first is cybernetically enhanced humans, called cyboxes. The second is artificially intelligent beings called SINs. And the third is synthetic beings, which possess a degree of human consciousness. But since they are also synthetic, they are called hybrids, a mixed species. Now, whichever of these 3 technologies prevails, that is, brings everyone under its control, will rule the world. Then we are shown a spaceship called the Majorno. It has been on a mission for the past 65 years. We see sleeping compartments where people are in cryosleep. Some people emerge from there, they are the crew members, waking up to take a break from their sleep. Here, Captain Dan Stell reports that the COBS is down and the lock files are corrupted. But it could be a glitch, and you're burning a lot of fuel anyway, so I want you to shut down at least one system. A mechanic says, I think we need to get rid of one of the aliens you've placed on the spaceship, or maybe all of them. But the security cyborg reminds him, these creatures are the main objective of our mission. Our research is pointless without them. Next, we see a scientist feeding these strange aliens. Some are small, some are kept in capsules, but there are also some very large and dangerous creatures. All systems are checked to ensure there are no deficiencies. Now the crew can return to their cryosleep. On the ground, we see a research facility called Neverland, which belongs to a corporation. There, we see a girl named Mars. Someone is teaching her about scorpions. But then a doctor named Sylvia arrives and announces that everything is ready. It turns out Mars is ill and is being taken to the operating room to have her brain transferred into a synthetic body. The company founder states that Mars will be the first person to be transferred from a human body to a synthetic one, creating the first hybrid. Mars is then connected to a machine. She begins to experience memories from her childhood. As her mind transitions to her new body, she revisits everything from her past. After a while, we see that Mars is completely healthy and can do amazing things, such as jumping from great heights. She is given the name Wadi. Most importantly, since synthetic bodies can't grow, she is given an adult body, but her mind is still that of a child. Karsh explains that synthetic bodies can't produce the hormones, emotions, or modes that human bodies possess. So, Wadi won't have any of those emotions anymore. Dr. Sylvia explains that more children will be arriving at the facility, and the corporation will have to help them with this transition. Once the children arrive, Wadi interacts with them extensively and shows them how strong her new body is, even hanging them from her arms. One by one, all the children receive their new bodies and forget about their illnesses, as if they never had any. They are all named the Lost Boys. Meanwhile, on the Mother Geno spaceship, we see a strange creature fleeing in a ship. Chaos reigns everywhere, and the creatures who wreak havoc start shouting Shiv. An alarm sounds. Morrow hides in the computer room and begins talking to the ship's AI. He explains that all the samples are gone. We've lost them. Suddenly, Severi arrives and begins slamming the door, but instead of opening it, Morrow transforms his arm into a blowtorch and seals it shut. A creature appears, attacking and killing Severi. Morrow tells the AI that all the crew members are dead. The creature then starts banging on the door and breaks through the glass. Morrow tells the AI the ship must crash into Earth as soon as possible because these creatures are the priority. Morrow hides in a port. The alien enters and attacks the port, but to no avail. Morrow prepares for a crash landing. Meanwhile, we see Hermid arrive in a city called New Sam, run by the same corporation. Wadi sees him on a security camera. His backstory is told. He also works for the corporation and believes his sister, Mars, is dead. Seeing her brings back childhood memories. Hermid is on a rooftop talking to his co-worker when he feels the building shake. At that moment, the Maginot crashes into the city with a massive explosion. Hermid and his team rush down to evacuate people as quickly as possible, guiding them to safety without getting trapped under debris. While the team searches for survivors, they arrive near the ship and enter through a hole. We return to Morrow, who uses his transforming arm to exit the impact room. He wanders the ship and finds dead crew members everywhere. Seeing Hermid's team on the security cameras, he calls the ship's company to stop them and warns them. Meanwhile, Wadi, watching the security footage, suggests sending her team as well. Her team departs under Karsh's supervision. On the Maginot, 2 team members begin searching for survivors. As soldiers search for bodies, a leech-like alien emerges from the ceiling and tries to get into their shirts. Suddenly, Morrow arrives and takes the soldiers hostage. After Morrow leaves, the same bugs crawl into the men's heads and slowly kill them by eating their brains. In the science laboratories, Hermid and 2 companions find a port filled with bodies. When they try to call headquarters, their radios become unstable. Hermit realizes the bodies have been dead for 2 weeks. He doesn't notice one of the bodies is also an alien. He goes into another room and finds more dead bodies. After leaving the ship and searching the building, they are unaware that an alien named Xenomorph is following them. They go up the stairs and through a door with a huge hole in the middle. Hermit's first companion jumps across but is injured. The second companion also jumps, but the floor collapses, though the first companion catches him. Before Hermit can jump, he sees saliva fall on his shoulder. He looks up and sees the Xenomorph on the roof. Hermit runs for his life and tries to contact them via radio. A flashback reveals that Hermit had asked to terminate his contract to go to medical school but was denied, so he has to work for 7 more months. Wadi watches all this on camera. When Kasha's team arrives, Wadi hears a strange sound no one else can hear. Hacking the security camera, she discovers her brother is trapped in an elevator, so she runs into the building. As she approaches, the voice fills her head. Kash and the rest of the Lost Boys are with her. Entering the ship, they see the alien plant stuck on the ceiling and bodies covered in blood everywhere. They also see a cat with an alien inside its eye. The mini-alien escapes, taking the cat's eye with it. The small alien moves forward and attacks a team member, but she stops it with her hand. They throw it onto a table, where it's caught on a tray. Kash connects its body to a computer and discovers it was a research subject. Hermit continues his search and finds a man. They knock on an apartment door where a costume party is underway. Just then, a Xenomorph arrives, immediately kills the man with Hermit, and throws him away. This activates the man's gun, causing the party guests to flee in fear, but the door remains open, and the Xenomorph crashes the party, killing all the guests. It picks up the dead man's body and throws it at Hermit. The room is now filled with corpses. The Xenomorph then jumps from the balcony to kill Hermit, but Morrow arrives and uses an electrical gun to stun it, followed by Hermit. When Hermit reaches the elevator, he is surrounded by corporate soldiers attempting to arrest him. Their argument gives the Xenomorph time to reappear and kill them. It prepares to kill Morrow but hears noises and flees. Kash looks through computer files and finds footage of some ape egg patches, which he shares with Mendy. He also reads that 5 undiscovered species are arriving. Cavalier contacts them and orders all surviving species to be sent there. When Hermit awakens, he finds himself in what looks like a very expensive apartment. He finds a signed football and begins remembering his childhood. At that moment, Wadi finds him and quietly asks him to come with her. The 3 rush towards the elevator, unaware someone else is in the shaft. Heading towards the corridor, Wadi reveals her true identity to Hermit. He doesn't believe her and asks about their childhood to test her. When she answers everything correctly, Hermit cries and hugs her. Then, the 3 find an egg patch. Wadi hears strange noises. An egg slowly moves. The Xenomorph suddenly appears and takes Hermit. Wadi runs after them. Hermit is in a shipping container. The Xenomorph arrives and growls at them. Wadi and Hermit hear its footsteps on top of the container. Wadi waits for the right moment, steps on the ceiling to inflict damage, and it bleeds. Its blood is so acidic it creates a hole. The Xenomorph pushes the container, causing it to fall. Hermit can no longer see Wadi. The Xenomorph moves towards Hermit, but Wadi hooks it from behind, pulling it towards the door. Hermit closes the door, slicing the alien. However, the enraged Xenomorph pulls Wadi into the door. Hermit uses Kevlar to open the door again. It opens, but he is shocked to see the Xenomorph's body is somewhat damaged. Hermit and Wadi faint. After regaining consciousness, Hermit sees his shadows. Meanwhile, Morrow's brain is still connected to the computer. Kash and Morrow argue about who the ship belongs to. An egg opens, and Morrow jumps out. The corporation team arrives, picking up the Lost Boys, the rescue team, and the alien samples, taking them to Neverland. While Sylvia works on repairing Wadi, Kash becomes worried whenever an egg opens. One egg opens, and he is dragged away. They realize eggs only react to organic life. So, Cavalier puts Kash in charge of the alien. In the evening, Morrow manages to reach the city. He snatches a phone and calls the corporation CEO, telling him he has the data but not the creatures, but he plans to bring them back as he's worked on this all his life. We also learn Morrow had a daughter. Meanwhile, Wadi regains consciousness, feeling better but still hearing strange noises, which she follows. In the lab, Kash and 2 Lost Boys dissect an egg and discover an alien named Facehugger, whose voice is so horrifying it causes a collapse. Hermit is in the operating room where one of his lungs and a kidney are removed and preserved. Cavalier then arrives and drops a parasite into a tank so it can automatically migrate to the lung. Wadi tells everyone, "I'm hearing a lot of strange noises, and why is it only me who hears them? It's as if it's trying to talk to the real creature." Cavalier asks, "Can you mimic those sounds?" She does, and everyone finds the sounds very strange. In the lab, an alien is kept in a glass case with a sheep. It jumps on the sheep's head, instantly killing it by gouging out its eye. A boy named Arthur discovers the alien's presence but doesn't believe it. He suspects they murdered 6 children to create a hyper-advanced AI. Just then, NEBS arrives and says she's expecting it. Arthur explains it's impossible for a mechanical body like hers to exist. NEBS says no, it's real, but Sylvia explains it's impossible. Meanwhile, Cavalier tells Wadi he'll send them home, but in return, Wadi must help with xenomorph research because they let Hermid live. Later, Wadi goes into the lab and repeats the strange sounds to communicate with the alien and Hermid's lungs. Suddenly, a baby xenomorph emerges from Hermid's lungs, but Wadi calms it down by making the same sounds and manages to pet it. Sylvia watches from a distance. A flashback shows the Maginot crew inside their ship. We see them on fire, and the two-faced aliens have escaped. One killed Captain Dan Stell, and the other attached itself to someone else. Morrow rushes to the infirmary and discovers Runelf has been killed. Some crew members, while killing the face hugger, spilled its blood on the captain's face. Bronchi is still alive, so they agree to put him in cryosleep with the creature. But their plan fails. The face hugger kills Bronchi and escapes, breaching the port. Morrow gives a man an electric stun gun. Some crew members wake up. They notice another alien has escaped. Another crew member seems unwell. A scan reveals dark spots on his digestive tract, and he's bleeding profusely. 2 people operate on him and find foreign bodies, thinking they might be ticks. While removing them, one tick sprays a gas that kills the 3 aliens present. The others try to escape, but alien bugs emerge from the body. Another xenomorph arrives to attack. Fed up, Morrow takes command and orders everyone to reach Earth as quickly as possible. Morrow heads for the corridor but is stopped by someone who opens fire. During the exchange, another man is injured. Morrow drags him into the lab and hides him. Unfortunately, the man who blocked Morrow's path arrives and shoots the hidden man in the head. Morrow shoots back but escapes through another door. Morobi arrives and kills the attacker with a blade. However, the alien escapes the lab because the door is left open. In the medical bay, a xenomorph comes after Zai and strikes her legs with its tail, causing her to fall. Zai quickly runs away and closes the door, but the xenomorph opens it and chases her. In another room, Xavery finds a blue door and seals it. Morrow hides in the computer room. The xenomorph fighting outside hits him with its tail repeatedly, rendering his body useless. The alien that emerged from his body climbs onto the xenomorph's face, giving Xavery a chance to escape. But when she asks Morrow for help, he seals the door with a blowtorch, unconcerned if the xenomorph kills Xavery. The ship crashes on Earth shortly after. A few days later, Morrow meets with the corporation and promises to bring back the alien samples. He also plans to kill Cavalier. The baby xenomorph is locked up, but Wadi keeps visiting to talk to it. She is worried about her brother. Hermid tells her they should leave, but Wadi wants to stay and do research. Meanwhile, NEBS undergoes tests, feeling she is not what she expected. The scientists are at a loss. A boy suggests Arthur, a kind scientist, by wiping his mind. He refuses, but Dr. Sylvia agrees, and Arthur is fired. The corporation and Cavalier blame each other for the alien crash. After NEBS memory is wiped, Wadi confronts Sylvia, who tells her, the problem isn't the aliens, but you. Just then, an accident occurs in the lab. A man accidentally releases an alien, which throws acid on him, killing him. Arthur and another man enter the lab, but the man deceives Arthur and locks him in with the alien. Shortly after, the aliens escape and begin killing scientists. Wadi hacks the xenomorph to free it. With Arthur's help, the barmaid turns off its trackers, and Wadi, Hermid, and NEBS run into the woods. In the woods, they find graves of real children whose minds were implanted into the hybrids. Soldiers arrive, but Wadi summons the xenomorph, which kills them all. When they reach the docks, soldiers are waiting. A soldier throws NEBS toy into the water, and NEBS attacks, breaking his hold. A fight ensues. Wadi and NEBS use their robotic strength to knock down the soldiers. Hermid manages to stop NEBS, and they are all captured. Meanwhile, the xenomorphs kill humans across the island. Wadi hacks the facility systems, shows Sylvia their crimes, and activates a self-destruct alarm. A fight ensues between Morrow and Karsh. Morrow is about to die, and things spiral out of control. Adam tricks Hermid, and an alien attacks him, but Wadi saves him by robotically freezing his body using hacking. Finally, in the final scene, Cavalier attempts to escape and offers a $1 million reward. Wadi summons the Xenomorph, which kills all the guards. Hermid then knocks Cavalier unconscious, and Wadi locks all the corrupt scientists, including Sylvia, Adam, Morrow, Karsh, and Cavalier, in a cell. She declares, hybrids and aliens will rule, not humans. The scene ends with this conclusion.